guys, it's your boy HumbleZiggy. I'm back here with another video, and today we're back here with Aesop Rock, and this is Rings, the official video. Now, the backstory to this is, I'll be honest with you, for the first time when I reacted to it from the Big Bang, when you guys suggested it, I'll admit, it was kind of pretty weird and so and so, because his lyricism was, it was out there. So one of my subscribers by the name of Erica Perez, shout out to you. Okay. She let me know that if I wanted to react to something that's simple but it still has some meanings towards it and so on, so she made me recommend his album from This Is the Impossible Kid, and this was from 4.5 years ago to be exact, because basically this was this is basically 5 years ago, you can say, because it was in 2016 this released, the album released, but this one specifically was leading up to it, because the album came out on April 29th, 2016, but this was like the leading single towards it, because this one came out in February 17th, 2016. So we about to check this video out, and I did a little research on this, and basically this is basically gonna talk about how his failures and such as an artist and so, cause I don't know, wait, let me see if I can remember, cause I'm gonna be straight up honest with you. This is just I'm doing this right now, so just bear with me, because some of the times when I'm researching just little things, it might be right, so just bear with me here. So alright, so I'm basically going off what Genius says here, and to quote it, it says that it basically reflects on his memories of being a young visual artist and the 20 or more years he spent convinced he would make a career out of it. It's a story of lost passions, nostalgia, and dwelling on the what-if question he has on his own life. So that's what basically it was telling me from Genius. I was reading that off my phone. Hey, I'm gonna be real with y'all. If I don't know it, I know it. I gotta get some information on it. But regardless, you better check this video out. So without further ado, let's get in the video. Also, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe for more. And it's like I said, let me know of anything else you want me to react to. So here we go. What the hell?
Hard to admit that I used to draw portraiture in a human form, doodle of a two-headed unicorn. It was soothing, moving his arm in a fusion of man-made tools and amused from beyond. Even if it went beautifully wrong, it was tangible truth for a youth to refuse to belong. No name nuisance, who's in a bedroom, who's in a brand new cuneiform. Barely commune with the horde, got a whole grayscale ungluing his world. Might zone amp to the yap of the magpie, unseen hand dragging his graphite. Cross contour, little bit of backlight, black ink after a Bristol to baptize. You can imagine a rush that ensue when you get 3 dimensions stuffed in a 2. Then it's off to a school where it's all you get to, being trained and observed by a capable few. Back in New York by peeps and a dog in a 2-bedroom doing menial jobs. Plus rhyming and stealing and being a clod, distractions, freedom abroad. I left some years of giving a life. I steal the spirit away. I let my fears materialize. I let my skills deteriorate. What about a thought of what I should have been? Continuing a mission that was rooted in a 20-year affinity and rickety condition with an ID crisis. Snap on the front lawn, look up in the sky. It's shapes falling out of the fringe. All heart though, we would have made cowardly kings. They will.
Hey, so far, this is like a crazy video, man. So far, what I got from this is basically had like a midlife, like a identity crisis, like he didn't know where he was and so on. So he didn't know. I'm guessing like he didn't know who he wanted to be or who he was. So I guess Genius got a little right on it, where he's talking about nostalgia and so on. So and basically this little video now, like he said at first, where he said he admitted he used to draw, and with the way how those little creations and such, I can tell he was a good job.
One about a thought of what I should have been. Continuing a mission was rooted in a 20-year affinity and rickety condition with an ID crisis. Snap on the front lawn, look up in the sky. It's shapes falling out of the fringe. All heart though, we would have made cowardly kings. They will chop you down just to count your rings. Just to count your rings. Just to count your rings. And now we're colors pouring out of the fringe. All heart though, we would have made cowardly kings. They will chop you down just to count your rings. Just to count your rings. Just to count your rings. Used to paint, hard to admit that I used to paint. Natural light on a human face, stenciled fire in his roommate's face. It was bloom and addiction, a miss and a push and a pigment. Book like a tattooed pigskin look. Pinhead kids in a minute. Drank Kool-Aid from a tube of acrylic. And I grew up in a linseed oil ever linen. Joy to the poison, voice to the resin. Capture a map with a gesture. Back up, add a little accurate fat to the figure. Redo that, move that inward. Zinc.
I'm sorry if you don't hear much from me. I'm just mesmerized by all of this, like the animation and such. Little, I won't call it clay animation because it's made out of wood, but the way how they moving and such, those little animations, I'm just trans out by it. But either way, like I said before, it's like he's basically giving us a review about nostalgia and so on. So just saying.
Book like a tattoo picking look. Pinhead kids in a minute. Drank Kool-Aid from a tube of acrylic. And I grew up in a linseed oil ever linen. Joy to the poison, voice to the resin. Capture a map with a gesture. Back up, add a little accurate fat to the figure. Redo that, move that inward. Zinc white lightning shoots from his fingers. Studio strewn with illusion and tinctures. Stay tuned for the spooky adventures. You can imagine the stars that align when a forearm starts foreshortening right, or a torso hung on a warping spine in proportion. Reads as warm and alive. Routine day with a dirt cheap brush. Then a week goes by and it goes untouched. Then 2, then 3, then a month, and the rest of your life to beat yourself up. I left some seasons eager to fall. I left some work to bury alive. I let my means of being dissolved. I let my person curl up and die. Eating up his innards and unfeasible anxiety is brutally committed to relinquishing his privacy, aligning with the trials of the end.
How you gonna go from just getting surgery on your face and such to going to eat at a restaurant? I bet you by the time, if you open your mouth, that thing gonna explode. Like, what the hell? You literally just came from surgery on your face and going straight to a restaurant.
I left some work to bury alive. I let my means be dissolved. I let my person curl up and die. His unfeasible anxiety is brutally committed to relinquishing his privacy, aligning with the trials of the anti-Midas. On the back lawn, look up in the sky. Shapes falling out of the fringe. All heart though, we would have made cowardly kings. They will chop you down just to count your rings. Just to count your rings. Just to count your rings.
That's a weird one. They will chop you down to count your rings. They will chop you down just to count your rings. It's kind of a weird lyric, but let me know. But to all my subscribers who listens to Aesop rock, let me know what that lyric means down in the comment below. Cause it's a weird lyric, but it kind of has a meaning towards it. I just don't know what it is yet, but let me know.
Though we would have made cowardly kings, they will chop you down just to count your rings. Just to count your strength.
Hey man, that's basically the end of it, but I gotta say, it was a weird trip, no doubt, man. Like from the trip, but basically, even though this I rate it off for a genius to me personally, from what I got from it is basically talking about how sometimes when you do stuff in life, you don't know if you're gonna regret it or not. I mean, like he was stating in his songs about how like nostalgia and such, and it did say about what if the door didn't question or whatnot. But and talking about how he had passions and such, like he used to draw, he used to paint and so and so, and I can tell. But I just don't know, man, because he's a weird artist. But hey, the beat, it was like a the beat was like kind of crazy in a way, because it was like a out of this world type of beat, but in a way it's a underground slash out of this world type of beat, just saying. But let me know what you think down in the comments below. It's been your boy HumbleZiggy signing out. Stay positive and keep the vibes up. Lego.